Hello and welcome to the DB Schema channel. What's the real difference between SQL and NoSQL? It starts with how you define structure. SQL databases like Oracle use tables. Each table has rows and columns, and different tables can be connected through relationships. In contrast, NoSQL databases like MongoDB use collections. And inside those collections, you store documents, usually in JSON-like format. Each document can look a little different, and there's no strict schema to follow. So, while SQL is structured by design, NoSQL is flexible by default. Now let's see how this difference affects how we model our data. When you're working with traditional relational databases like PostgreSQL or MySQL, things usually go like this. First, a data architect designs the schema. They define the tables, relationships, and data types. Then, the developers build the application and write the queries based on that structure. Also, these databases usually run on a single server, so to handle more traffic, you need a bigger, more powerful machine. This is called vertical scaling. Now, in MongoDB, things are more flexible. You usually start by writing the application and storing data right away. You don't need a predefined schema. You can adjust the data model as your app grows, and it's easy to evolve both the application and the structure over time. Plus, MongoDB can spread collections across multiple servers. That's horizontal scaling, which helps a lot with performance and large data sets. Now let's look at how data modeling actually works, both in relational databases and in MongoDB. Let's take a simple app like a movie platform. We have users, movies, and reviews. In a traditional SQL database, you'd have separate tables for each. One for users, one for movies, and one for reviews. Each table is structured. Relationships are clearly defined using foreign keys, and everything is normalized. You define the schema first, then insert the data, which keeps things consistent and avoids duplication. In MongoDB, we can use the same structure. Each document lives in its own collection: users, movies, reviews. We connect them by storing object IDs, like user ID and movie ID, inside the review document. This approach is called referencing. It keeps data normalized and is great when documents are shared between collections or grow large. But unlike SQL, in MongoDB, you usually insert data right away, without defining the structure first. But MongoDB also lets you use embedded documents. Instead of splitting data across collections, you can store reviews and even user information directly inside the movie document. This improves read performance and avoids joins, but makes updates harder if that data is reused elsewhere. So while MongoDB doesn't enforce relationships like SQL does, you can still protect your data using validation rules. Here on the left, we define the rules, required fields, and valid types. On the right, someone tries to insert invalid data. MongoDB immediately rejects it. This keeps our data clean and helps prevent bugs in the future. Thank you for watching. Be sure to explore our other tutorials to get the most out of your DB Schema experience.